Hello. Time to play some WoW. Yeah. How are you doing? Everybody feeling good? I'm feeling good. Should I put something to watch? Or should I just play a game? Put on some music? Or just WoW music? I don't know. Oh, I forgot to smoke weed. Oh my god, I didn't smoke any weed yet. Sold some stuff. Okay, that's cool. Alright. Why do we have that? Why don't I just vendor? These two. I don't know. I don't know if that actually really would sell or not. But I guess if I put it down cheaper, if I put it up for like 15, I bet it'd sell, right? What do I gotta do now? I should probably go do my daily dungeon or my daily daily battleground. Economic. That actually should be pretty good to do.
eyes were wide open, and I just kind of like tried to smile with my eyes, you know, to reassure. And it was like I got reported that day. Wow. Yeah, she reported me because she thought it was threatening. So it's fascinating. So this is where I learned. Okay, you know, I mean, like 18, she taking her quote, and she's very nervous, and the traffic was bad that day, and I'm like, I looked in the rearview mirror just to check traffic. I mean, she's like staring at me, like her eyes were wide open, and I just kind of like tried to smile with my eyes, you know, to reassure. And it was like I got reported that day. Wow. Yeah, she reported me because she thought it was threatening. So it's fascinating. So this is where I learned. Okay, how do I look at my rearview mirror and pretend that this is great?
Let's stay here for a second. Do you remember the words in the report? Can you tell us more about that?
She just God, I wish she could now. It's just not safe. She just felt vulnerable.
But
yes, that would be the
do you know if she said he was staring at me? Was that something like that?
No, it wasn't. It was like paraphrase from.
Gotcha. So she was more talking about the energy. She wasn't willing to, or she didn't necessarily know. It was the way he looked at me or anything like that, right?
They did not share. I'll put it this way: they did not share her exact words with me. They just said, "Hey, this woman felt unsafe."
Wow.
Yeah, it was really fascinating. It was it was a big aha moment.
And it's interesting because you knew. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the way you said it sounds like you knew she was nervous the moment she got in the car, right?
Oh yeah.
And you looked directly at her, thinking that would help, which is adorable.
Yeah, I mean, I was
just thought that.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, I thought I was like helping, and I wasn't. I was just checking traffic, and she happened to be like staring at me like in abject terror.
Yeah.
Just the body. So yeah, it was one of those weird magical moments.
Have you considered whether she was the predator in that situation?
Oh.
You have considered it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like banging pots with a bear, right? They're banging pots. They're creating. It's kind of like. And whatever they've got going on in their day, I've learned not to take it personally. Most of the time, unless I hit a trigger and I'm all time, anything. But yeah, they're getting in looking for a fight sometimes.
Yeah. They're also maybe even looking for the medicine. That word from Akia, you know, I need something to hate, to dislike, which is a way of watching our opponents, right?
Oh, goodness.
And so, if anything, the more compassionate people sense you to be, the more they will see opportunity for this kind of behavior. You end up becoming the prey simply by wanting to reach people, by genuinely wanting to find fulfillment in the energy exchange that's there.
No question. You know, everybody thinks GPS is the exact science, but it's not. You know, geofences and things like that.
Right.
So people aren't where they're supposed to be. They might be on the other side of the building or the next building over. And I get on the phone and say, "Oh, here we go again." Okay. So I get on the phone and say, "Hi, I'm your driver. I'm here." And they go, "Well, I'm here too." And then they get upset because I don't know where here is. You know, it's all relative.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like I become like Cypher in the Matrix. I don't see redheads or blondes. I see 18-year-olds or 22-year-olds with a neocortex that's not completely developed. Does that make any sense?
Of course it does. Yeah. I think this kind of is a way of looking at hyena. The hyena is someone that hasn't come online yet, but boy, this is the best place to come online, is running with the hyena. The lower forms of the brain are fully activated and they're practicing perfection. They're running at full speed. And there's just simply another higher low that whenever it feels safe, or more importantly, whenever the hyena gets bored, it starts to engage. But here's the thing. The moment you start to engage that, hyenas start to go, oh wait, I can farm a key here. You're trying to engage a deeper connection, and I can use that to my advantage.
Yeah. Well, the end of the punchline on that story I just told you is that if they start yelling at me on the phone, I'll just cancel the ride at this point.
Yeah.
I don't want that in my car.
Right.
So I'll just move on to the next one.
Yeah, and they'll just report it.
Well,
If
they
you
might.
did go, no, if you did go to pick them up, right? They
Yeah, they might. Yeah, they're very well.
interesting.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, because there's also two different assemblage points. Both people are actually arguing, I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of it used to drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here. She said, well, where are you? I'm here. I'm here too.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. But the really good thing, you talk about the hyena. It's a lineage of the hyena. The most fascinating conversations are when a mother has their young child in the car and they're on the phone with the speaker on talking to their mother. It's epigenetic. I can hear it. I can see it. It's fascinating. It is about to change. Huh?
The full DNA antenna is open, right?
Exactly.
Oh,
It's
nice.
real like, wow, this is okay. This is a constructive. Oh, this is a teaching moment. That's awesome.
Yeah. The earlier, I don't want to miss this because it sounded like there was something good there.
So listen.
placed in a situation where we're dealing with a teller and we're going to look anywhere but there. The terror that comes in of making someone uncomfortable, I think, is one of the things that Predator uses, believe it or not, to hunt on compassionate people like you. And it's completely painted the other way. But ultimately, looking at someone is the ultimate sign of beholding them, of seeing them in a light that really should be rejuvenative.
Yeah.
But as long as we're in these denial spells about who we are, the idea of someone looking at us makes us very nervous. This is kind of right in line, I think, with what's happened with flock cameras. I'm not advocating that one should be for or against flock cameras, but I am saying that it is interesting that there's such a strong push against this at exactly the time where this white sun came out, where there's more witness, where there's more aggression, and now there's more accountability.
Remember the lessons of the past.
And so all these things at the same time would make this new level a lot harder.
May the
In
light
fact,
embrace you.
You could argue that COVID-19 was an exit ramp for anyone that wasn't necessarily willing to compete, to try and run on this white sun level.
Yes. Yes.
It's tough. Go ahead.
May your
My
days be
father
long
passed away
and
right
your hardships
exactly
few.
like 1 month before COVID hit.
Yeah.
I think, and I don't want to get into this, really, it's not really relevant, but my dad knew things.
Yeah.
He was plugged into a certain tribe or, I don't know, network. I think he knew what was coming. That's what I think. And I think he's, I'm not sure, and I've never told anybody this, but I'm not sure my dad did do assisted suicide. He had been in a lot of pain. But anyway, I think you're spot on with what you're saying.
Yeah, the body knows when a cell's ready to die. It's one of the few times where there's no inflammation. It's interesting that the cells in your body, when they go into stress and they're like, it's time to die, the body doesn't inflame around them. They don't ask the body for inflammation. They actually ask for a chiron. They actually say, is there a macrophage out there? Is there a shark out there that's willing to come help me to this other side?
Wow.
Will they eviscerate me because I need help eviscerating? This is not a parable. I'm telling you, there's a biosignature that's broadcast from the cell that calls this in. And this broadcast really is telling everyone not to worry. It's telling everyone this is not a need for inflammation. We won't be able to rejuvenate our skin if we
Do not lose faith.
we're inflamed all the time. As soon as the cell dies, we go into panic. This is a young consciousness thinking about death, thinking about mortality. And that consciousness is sort of broadcast into this group mind, this sort of pain body or egregore or community. I don't care what you call it, but it's this collective thing
Each day
that
is a
truly,
blessing.
if you look at where they are, they can only be on one level if you're going to look at it as a
Kind to
complete
those less
organism.
fortunate.
And that level is
The narrow
much
have
lower
not
than
forgotten
the
us.
average person, right? Half the people would be more conscious than the egregore, and the other half the people would be less conscious than this egregore. So
Be
you
well.
can get a kind of a timber of where people are, not necessarily by analyzing them, but by analyzing their difference away from the egregore. So you kind of have to know culture first, and then you get to know the person. And then truly, I think how we define each other is how far away are you from the egregore? Oh, I love this guy. He's out there. What does that mean? It really means, well, there's the egregore, and then there's true. And that's how they know you.
That's a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, and that's how you know you. Meanwhile, the ones that are completely down the middle, these people are living prosperous lives. They have lawns, they have families, they have mortgages, they have pensions. It would be the most average form of that egregore, would technically be the least individualized flowers would be there. and they wouldn't want to individualize. They wouldn't want a flower. That we need these people. We would have no flowers with them.
Warm wishes to you.
So all the talk that we've given about hyena is, it really is understanding hyena are beautiful, amazing animals. They also grow vagina penises, and they do weird shit to each other, and they eat their own kids, and they do horrible things. It's part of loving nature, is that we get to understand ourselves for who we are. And then it comes into this idea that as you try and flower, True, others will instantly start to cannibalize you, because not necessarily because it's all evil, but
Zionist.
because you're giving them opportunities to cleanse themselves. You're giving them opportunities to wash their hands, so to speak. And truthfully, the more that you feel pushed away is actually exactly what you need to flower. So we end up seeking these same things, right? And this comes back to your high tolerance for pain, I think, True. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but truly, your high tolerance for pain, I swear, is an asphyxiation for more growth from the bush. You're what you're complaining about. It's not what I mean is your tolerance for pain is you saying, look, guys, I need more pushback.
I'm not, but James, I'm not really. I'm bragging. I'm not really complaining because.
Yeah, that's how I mean it.
Yeah. Okay.
I probably said it wrong, but what I mean, the threshold for pain is really a request. It's really this doesn't motivate me like it used to. Do you see what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
It used to be so life-threatening that I had to move.
Yeah.
And now it's more like, look, if you're like, this is how I would feel, and I'm probably projecting on you, but if someone said that I made them uncomfortable, I would be desperate just to know just anything at all. Is there any kind of feedback at all that I can get from this person? Just so I can understand myself more, right? And I would feel cheated. This is my biggest beef with people that have beefs with me. It's not that they have a beef with me. It's that they won't take the time to pollinate me properly. It's like, why aren't you taking the time to thoughtfully tell me how I failed you? Because I swear to you, I want to know exactly as much as you do. I think I want to know more than you do. And you withholding that from me while you're castigating me is a special kind of hell. And this hell is so uncomfortable that I will go through my world thinking I need to sit in the front seat. This guy's gonna see me, by God, because I cannot handle it out here with everybody with their eyes closed, just grabbing whatever flesh is in front of them and just eating. It's hard for me to survive in this world. And so my weakness ends up being the very source of my pollination. The very source of what makes my flowers so pungent, I think. So even the weakness part is a kind of bravery. It's a kind of polymorphism, or pleomorphism, excuse me, where I'm moving into a certain shape by instigating certain weaknesses in myself, by focusing on them in my psyche. I'm secretly using that to grow away from those. Meanwhile, I would be constantly looking for more pain. If I was using it in this engine, that pain is a kind of wind, isn't it?
Yes.
And so our propulsion is our repulsion to it. And sometimes there's not enough wind because we're surrounded by people that when they say they hate us, they don't even know what they mean. And so we're like, well, fuck, what am I going to do with that? There's no love here, so to speak.
Yeah, that's fascinating because I really appreciate your point of view. I grew up with a lot of shame, and I would always get mad when people would criticize me because I'm already criticizing myself. I don't even care how thank you very much.
Yeah.
But I've come a long way with that, and I can sit with the not knowing why they have issues. I mean, are they projecting something like their uncle who abused them, or are they that they don't like it that I'm a so-called white guy? I don't know. I have to sit with that, and just in the not knowing, I'm growing.
Yeah, and I always saw that as cruelty. when someone does that to me, it's a special kind of cruelty. And I think that I haven't been able to alchemize as much self-worth out of that experience because all I can do is render that behavior as just cruel. It's just extra cruel. The superficiality of it is truly what cuts me the most. The meaninglessness of it is this is what I meant by traffic. That what makes that so much more dangerous is just how trivial it is for someone who's maybe drunk, or someone who's just not paying attention, or someone who just wants to go fast and they're not even aware of the skin that's on their face right now. You know, that what skin they're wearing right now. It introduces trivial cruelty to a world full of flowers that have put a lot of work into building an entire universe of meaning. You know, it's a kind of delicacy, and that delicacy not in the sense of something that you eat, but it's ironic that those words fit because that delicate nature is the delicacy of the hyena, which is what I think makes it so much next level. It's the pain threshold that you don't have that I have because I can tap into just how fucking cruel the superficiality is. Like, I don't have a high tolerance for that. We can build a house with this. This is so painful. I can go forever at how fucking cruel this place is, and I do. You know, my work is really, I think, focused around that genuine principle. So I think as I'm talking to you, I'm realizing here's a giant rift that's still bleeding at me, and I've been using it as a source of inspiration for a long time now.
Yeah. Well, what else could you do with it, really? I mean, like you said, the pain is an invitation to alchemy. I'm a spiritual athlete, and pain is my coach.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
By the light of the moon,
These are important perspectives
hail to the night.
to consider, because your posture, whether it be in the car, in a ride share, or in a business meeting, or at home with your spouse, or even with your child, is really a posture of parabola. Your parabola dish is either opened or closed. And when you open that thing, it's going to cost some things. People are going to feel nervous. They might report you. They might say, I'm really scared. And so ultimately, there's always a weight that's telling you to keep it closed. And the only incentive to keeping it open truly is just this internal life that's built from it. It's never going to be an external kind of fruit. It's always an internal one. And most of the time, that internal one is never even going to be seen by anybody. 99% of the people that enter your car are never even going to see that. They're going to assume it's not there. And so you end up with one of the biggest alchemical battles all of us have. It's like that boy that holds the tree in his hand as he sleeps, you know. No one around you is awake to what you have in your hands. And it really is all up to you. It's the most important kind of life form that you grow, I think, because no one else really ever sees it. Even the ones that think they see it like me, that I'm like, I see you. I don't really see it. What I think I see is mine. And you make me realize it's real too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I love your work, man.
Well, I love your work too, Drew. And this has been a great talk. And I think we should do it again. I think we should check in on traffic, on people, on the weather, of things like that.
This is Les Testman with your traffic report.
Jabba 4! Jabba 4!
Oh my God, the humanity!
Oh, super. Well, I look forward to next time. Is there anything you want to promote or plug at all, Drew? I don't know if you can do that.
I'm a pollinator, but I'm like that civet that like swallows coffee beans and deposits them in the other parts of the forest. We give it a certain flavor, so it's at Troubadour, TRUBBADORE on Substack.
Great. Yeah, I love your posts. I encourage everyone to check it out. It's great. It's a great way to keep in touch with what's happening in the world. So
yeah, it's my only. I've never gotten into social media, but I love Substack.
Yeah. You bring a lot there. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely, it's been an honor.
Supposed to be a tree. What am I doing?
I predict a painful death. If my division is correct, you should be right there. Unforeseen contingency.
Oh shit, I pulled that. I don't know, I don't know how to pull that up. Oh jeez.
You should split while you can. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Give me your best shot. I can take
By the light of the moon.